Brandon, you feel like you have a pretty good formula going these last 2 days with what you're getting with the starting pitching, the bullpen, no walks in 2 days, plus some guys hitting with power and some guys manufacturing runs.
Well, the key is the no walks in 2 days. Bullpen guys coming in and working ahead in the count and throwing strikes. Something that we struggled with last year, and hopefully we can continue to do that the rest of the year. It's not always going to be perfect, but even Castro giving up the hit there. I'd much rather him attack hitters and force contact, and it was the ground ball that went through. So I'm happy with that. But Tanner Scott, outstanding. Got some big outs for us, and Cole Sulser with the last six was fantastic. But yeah, I mean, before the game we talked about Wade LeBlanc and what we would like him to do, and he did exactly that, which was push the both sides of the plate, change speeds, front door cutters, back door cutters, change up off of that, pitching inside, pitching ahead, and we played some nice defense behind him as well.
Rich Dubroff, you're up. Go ahead.
Brandon, before the game, you talked about wanting to use Sulser in a high leverage situation. Did the game sort of turn out, or was it mapped out the way that you thought it would be before the game, or hoped it would be?
Yeah, I wasn't hoping to use him for 6 outs, but I did I wanted to see him pitch in big spots just because I've been impressed with how he's thrown. I had no idea what was going to happen. When the you watch guys pitch in summer camp or spring training, but this is a lot different. Sorry, my screen went blank there. Yeah, so you just never know. I mean, you've seen guys have, like I said before, seen guys have great spring trainings and not do well during the season, or vice versa. But I have liked Cole Sulser stuff from the first time I've saw him in Sarasota. I like the 94 elevated heater. I like the split slider mix. He gets right-handers and left-handers out. So I was looking forward to watching him pitch in a big spot, especially with a couple guys down today that we could potentially pitch in late inning situations that pitched yesterday. So he got that opportunity today and did a great job. First career save.
John Mioli, you're up. Go ahead.
Brandon, you had a lot of new faces this weekend help you guys to a couple of wins, but there's also guys who had to kind of take their lumps last year and have come up and shown that this year might be a little different. How encouraging is that for you?
It is. That's what we've talked a lot about is guys dealing with some adversity. Last year, hopefully a learning experience, because it's really not we're talking about our bullpen guys now. I mean, it's really not about their stuff. It's about commanding the ball, understanding how to pitch in tight situations, not walking people, no leadoff walks, being able to navigate a little bit. I hope that last year's experience is positive and negative. They did have some positive experiences too. That I hope that they've learned from those and continue to improve. And so far the last 2 days, our bullpen's thrown the ball very well.
Pete Gilbert, you're up next. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Brandon. Jose Iglesias, obviously, he's been very good ever since he put on an Oriole uniform. But to get where the games are meaningful now and to continue the play that we saw early in spring and then in summer camp, how important has that been? It kind of feels like guys feeding off around him.
Yeah, Iggy's going to put the ball in play, and he's going to always take a good at bat, and always done that. Uses the whole field. You saw him, flip a breaking ball down and away and to right for a hit. I mean, he could have had 5 hits. That ball didn't hit Barnes there. They hit that on the screws too. So, yeah, I love Iggy's approach. He's not going to hit whatever he's hitting right now through 60 games, but he's off to a nice start and he's taking some really good at bats for us. And I mean, everybody knows that I like guys that put the ball in play and force action, and we have some guys that can do that. And without a ton of power throughout our lineup, it's nice to be able to use the whole field and move runners around.
Dan Connolly, you're up next. Go ahead, Dan.
Hey, Brandon, besides the obvious stroke of brilliance and genius on your part, I mean, you have Iglesias batting third and you have Rio batting fourth that obviously paid off for you early. Is that something we might see more of? And why'd you go that way?
I'm trying to figure out if that's sarcasm or if that's just a really great compliment.
Intended as you take it.
I thought, to be honest, I thought that Rio was a good matchup, and it worked out. So I feel like Iggy is going to give us, the bottom line is, for me, the top 5 guys in the order, we're going to give us our best at bats. Better plug this in. Hold on, give me 1 second, because I got to plug in 2020 Zoom conference call, letting me know that I have 5% battery. Okay. Yeah, I just, I'm going to put the guys at the top of the order that I feel like are going to give us the best at bats and give us the best chance. And that could obviously change. I did like Rio against Weber. I like Rio against sinker ball guys. So it worked out.
Brandon, can you adjust the bottom left of your screen? It looks like there's something blocking it. Perfect. Steve Molesky, you're up next.
Brandon, a lot of the run scoring hits for 2 days, especially early in
That's
the game.
Jim's finger. Sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
No problem. A lot of the run scoring hits early in the game, 2 days, came early in the count. It just work out that way, or is it anything, an aggressiveness the hitters are looking for?
No, I thought that we came out with great energy again today, looking to win a series. Hot afternoon here in Boston, and we took some really good at-bats early part of the game. Rio with obviously the big homer. I thought Cisco had really good at-bats today. I thought CD, even though he just got that one at the end there, I love that he's swinging the bat aggressively early in the count. I want that to continue. Bert did some things. Tony Santander with the home run, which is so impressive, being out in front of something and be able to really flip it into the bullpen here, which is a bomb. But we manufactured a run. I just thought we did some nice things offensively. I would like to clean up the not knowing how many outs there are. That's got to stop ASAP, because that's unacceptable. We run ourselves out of a few innings with that, and you're not going to beat teams consistently by doing that. So that's not in the Orioles manual.
Gabe Lax, you're up next. Go ahead, Gabe.
Hey, Brandon. As you guys move on to Miami, which obviously has been a bit of a hot spot for COVID-19, continues to be, and it appears the Marlins have a little outbreak right now. Do you impress greater concern upon the guys to be even more vigilant heading down there, or what's sort of the mentality with it going forward?
Yeah, we talked this morning. We're going to talk again on the airplane. Yep.
Okay.
John Mioli, you're up again. Go ahead, John.
Sorry to follow up. You kind of took it off in the bullpen direction, but in terms of guys improving, Rio has the 2 home runs already. Cisco had, the at-bats that you're wanting to see. How sustainable do you think some of those types of improvements are going to be going forward?
Well, we're 3 games into the season, so it's still got a ways to go. 57 more to go. But yeah, I think that I think a lot of these guys are going to improve on last year. And I think that the experience they got with a lot of, someone like Rio with quite a few major league at-bats, more than he's ever had. I think you really see the improvement defensively too. There's confidence there, a lot of confidence defensively. His swing is a lot more aggressive and freed up this year. So yeah, I'm going to expect for him to continue to put good swings on the ball, and he has some power. if he's going to, I don't, we'll see. But I think that a guy like today was a really good matchup for him. He had a home run off Bryce a couple nights ago. That was a sinker ball guy also. So I think that really plays into some good, results for Rio and that from that standpoint. So, I just want all the guys to continue to improve, and we're off on the right foot.
Stan Charles, you're up. Go ahead, Stan.
Brandon, I wanted to pick up on that defensive improvement on Ruiz's part. It seemed like last year, 6 or 8 times, I would see him field balls and not really have a sense of how quick he had to get it to first base. These games so far, is this something the club has talked to him about? Somebody's been working with him? Because I do see a different guy in terms of his aggressiveness or confidence.
Yeah, I just think everybody. I think the longer you play up here, that your clock changes. I think the game is just faster, and if you're not used to it, a bobble is usually safe. A double clutch is usually safe. Even like yesterday with Alberto and Plawecki running, who's a below average runner. Guys get down the line maybe a little bit better than you think at times, and so just understanding the major league clock is key. And I just think Rio's aware of that now and understands how you always have to be cognizant of batter runner speed, runners on the bases speed, especially playing third base, especially playing the infield, just because you need to know when you are going to have time and when you need to hurry. And some guys will fool you up here. Some guys look like they can't run, they can, and vice versa. So that's stuff that we go through pre-game, pre-series, talk about runner speeds, and that's stuff that we've been talking to our guys a lot about. And something we needed to get better at last year was reminding each other on the field. That's just communication, stuff that you guys don't see, stuff that's not on TV. It's just the constant communication about runner speeds. So that's key in all positions. How about the outfield defense that Boston played, by the way?
Joe Trezza, you're up. Go ahead, Joe.
Brandon, what is the feeling like in the clubhouse and in the dugout right now? I know it's early, but you guys are in sole possession of first place right now.
It's good. We're ready to go to Miami. Yeah, it's nice series win, and we're ready to go.